all times. Healthcare implement a regular vaccination and deworming schedule to prevent common goat diseases. Have a good relationship with a local veterinarian for regular checkups and emergencies. Breeding plan breeding cycles to align with market demand or specific breeding objectives. Ensure proper mating, gestation, and postnatal care for does and kids. Managing reproduction. Consider artificial insemination or natural mating based on breeding goals. Monitor heat cycles and choose the appropriate time for breeding. Milking, if applicable, establish a consistent milking routine to maintain milk production and quality. Ensure proper hygiene during milking to avoid contamination. Fiber production, if applicable. Groom fiber producing goats regularly and harvest their fiber according to the breed's growth cycle. Process the fiber to create marketable products like yarn or clothing. Marketing and sales develop marketing strategies to sell products such as meat, milk, fiber, and breeding stock. Build relationships with local markets, retailers, or consumers. Record keeping maintain comprehensive records of goat health, breeding, feeding, and production for informed decision making and management. Sustainability and environmental considerations implement sustainable farming practices to minimize environmental impact, such as proper waste management and responsible land use. Legal and regulatory compliance ensure compliance with local regulations, permits, and standards related to goat farming. Goat farming and basic goat details. Goat farming, also known as caprine farming, is the practice of rearing goats for various purposes such as milk, meat, fiber, and other byproducts like manure. Goats are versatile animals and play a vital role in the economy and livelihoods of people around the world. Importance of goats in agriculture. Goats contribute significantly to agriculture and rural economies. They are an essential source of high-quality protein through their meat and milk. In many developing countries, goat farming is crucial for poverty alleviation and sustainable rural development. Types of goats. There are numerous goat breeds, each with distinct characteristics and purposes. Broadly, goats can be categorized based on their primary use. Meat goats. These breeds are raised primarily for their meat production. Examples include Boer, Gitgo, and Spanish goats. Dairy goats. Dairy goats are raised for milk production. Breeds like Saanen, Nubian, and Alpine are popular in this category. Fiber goats. These goats are raised for their wool or fiber. Angora and Cashmere goats fall into this category. Pet or companion goats. Some smaller breeds, like pygmy goats, are popular as pets due to their friendly nature and small size. Characteristics of goats. Goats possess distinctive characteristics that make them valuable in farming. Adaptability. Goats can adapt to a wide range of climates and terrains, making them suitable for various regions. High reproductive rate. Goats have a high reproductive rate, with female goats, often giving birth to twins or triplets. Efficient feed conversion. They efficiently convert various types of feed, including pasture, into meat, milk, and other valuable products. Hardiness and resilience. Goats are generally hardy and resilient, making them easier to manage compared to some other livestock. Housing and shelter. Proper housing and shelter are essential for successful goat farming. Goats need protection from extreme weather conditions, predators, and diseases. The shelter should provide adequate ventilation, lighting, and space for goats to move comfortably. Goat farming, also known as caprine farming, involves the breeding and raising of goats for various purposes like meat, milk, fiber, and even as pets. Here's a detailed overview. Selecting a goat breed. Choose a breed based on your farming objectives, meat, milk, fiber, and the climate of your region. Common breeds include Boer, Saanen, Nubian, Anglo-Nubian, Alpine, and Cashmere. Housing and shelter. Provide a suitable shelter with proper ventilation, drainage, and insulation to protect goats from extreme weather conditions. Ensure adequate space for each goat, considering their size and natural behavior. Feeding and nutrition. Offer a balanced diet including forage, grains, and supplements rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals. Ensure access to clean, fresh water at all times. Healthcare implement a regular vaccination and deworming schedule to prevent common goat diseases. Have a good relationship with a local veterinarian for regular checkups and emergencies. Breeding plan breeding cycles to align with market demand or specific breeding objectives. Ensure proper mating, gestation, and postnatal care for does and kids. Managing reproduction, consider artificial insemination or natural mating based on breeding goals. Monitor heat cycles and choose the appropriate time for breeding. Milking, if applicable, establish a consistent milking routine to maintain milk production and quality. Ensure proper hygiene during milking to avoid contamination. Fiber production, if applicable, groom fiber producing goats regularly and harvest their fiber according to the breed's growth cycle. Process the fiber to create marketable products like yarn or clothing. Marketing and sales develop marketing strategies to sell products such as meat, milk, fiber, and breeding stock. Build relationships with local markets, retailers, or consumers. Record keeping maintain comprehensive records of goat health, breeding, feeding, and production for informed decision making and management. Sustainability and environmental considerations implement sustainable farming practices to minimize environmental